Brave. Voice of the bard. Oh, look at that. I'm on here. Hear the voice of the bard, who past and present sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lap soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return! Arise out of the dewy grass. Night has worn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, my friends. It is I, your spiritual entertainer. I am on earlier than normal, right? I have things I got to do, family affairs I must tend to. So I've been up all night long dealing with things like that. And so I'm like, well, I'll just get on here and then maybe take a nap afterwards to see how it works out. Always nice to be here. Anyone else want coffee? Yes, right here, my friends. Right here, Starbucks. Got the Lilith here. Well, what kind of goddess is this? I don't know. This behind me here today is the High Priestess Tarot card from the Druidcraft deck. I think Philip Kagam made that, didn't he? He made the Druid. He was part of it. I don't know if he did the art, but he was. I think he was involved in creating, this great famous Druid of modern time, Philip Kagam, right? Yeah, he's got a wonderful channel too. If you want to check that out, I am a big fan. He's done a lot in the world for Druidry. He pretty much took it over and reformed it in a way that it was accessible to all peoples. So he is no longer the chief druid. We have some lady running. I forget her name. I can't pronounce her name. Amir or something like that. Some Irish lady that runs the organization that I belong to. We have wonderful, wonderful people, right? That are here. I gotta sit right here because if I go off too far, people will see the pentangle and we'll get Christian fundamentalists here like pouring in. They're like, "Ooh, pentangle! They are devil worshippers. We must save their souls," right? They're gonna come in and annoy the shit out of me. Oh, let's see here. Who do we have here? All of these wonderful people coming in. As you come in, touch that like button up there. You see it? You see that button there? We have my good friends here. Commentary connoisseur. Good to see you, our good friend. Nice to have you here. And the demon, my good friend, the demon. Well, always nice to see you, my friend. And Sir Flame Drop the Long. We were talking just before we got on, right? Sir Flame Drop about veganism. Yeah. I want to be a vegan. I think that is healthy to want to not harm animals at all. And for animals not to harm animals, right? For evolution of the species. To not be able to overconsumption, right? I think we are beings of consumption. We consume to survive. But one day in our evolution, we will come to the place where we are able to experience energy in a way that we no longer need to consume. That is the future I believe in. Probably in 1,000,000 years, I don't know. Who knows what will happen, right? I think that is our destiny. And was it last week we had that person on here trying to put a guilt trip on me? He didn't say it specifically to me, but he said it passively, aggressively, that people who eat meat are just wanting to be comfortable in their comfort zones. Yeah, screw you, is what I say to people that try to put guilt trips on me. I don't play around. Homie don't play that. You remember Homie the Clown? He don't mess around. You get in Homie's face and he'll kick your ass. That was from the Damon Brothers in Living Color. You remember that? Some of you might have been around. That was like the later 80s, early 90s, Living Color. Wonderful humor. The Damon brothers. There's nothing like those gentlemen. They brought so much humor into the world. That's where Jim Carrey came from. If you did not know, that's where the great comedian Jim Carrey had found his start. The Damon brothers, they're still around. They still, all of the people that were in in Living Color, they are still around. I mean, a lot of them are old now. I'm like, I saw Matt Damon. No, I don't know what his name is. It's not Matt Damon. That's the different actor. The Wayans brother. The Wayans. What is? Let me find out here. Let me get my AI and say who are the in Living Color cast. Let me see here. In Living Color cast. Let's see here. Let me see what my artificial intelligence has to say. It's wonderful having this. Keenan Ivory Wayans was the creator. That's the older brother. You got Jim Carrey, Tommy Davidson. He was funny, right? David Allen Greer. We've seen him in a lot of comedies, right? Wonderful. And Damon Wayans. He is the one that I think was the funniest, right? He was Homie the Clown. He was all of these wonderful, and he has a show with one of his sons that he has done on another. I've never seen it, but I saw a commercial for it. I believe last year there was a commercial for it. Let's see here. So he is a wonderful, wonderful entertainer. And you got Sean. He didn't see much. Kim. We haven't seen her in much stuff. Jamie Foxx. He went on to, win lots of awards. He was Ray Charles. He did that movie about Ray Charles, right? Yeah, he is a wonderful, wonderful. He is a wonderful actor, right? All of these people, that show brought so much joy into the world, especially, Jim Carrey, Fire Marshal Bill. If you have not seen In Living Color, go look at this. It's all on YouTube. Now, In Living Color is very offensive to the modern mentality because they made fun of everyone. They made fun of everybody. And I think that's okay. I think you need to have one of their famous one is making fun of Vanilla Ice. That was hilarious, right? They made fun of everybody. And it was an honor to be made fun of. Like Weird Al. Many musicians knew they arrived when Weird Al would make a parody of their music, right? That's when they knew it. But today, people start crying when you have a good time and you have humor, right? People are all shitting their pants and whining about it, right? Their humor, they made fun of everything, but you couldn't get away with that stuff today. We live in a world where people are sensitive. You can't hurt their feelings. And some people you might disagree with me, and that's okay. I am an old man. I live in an old world. Some of you young people, you don't understand where I'm coming from, and that's okay. But you older people, you remember that type of humor from the 90s, right? That we can't have anymore because people will cry. Oh. But I make fun of people all the time. I have a good time with our community members, right? I love making fun of you sometimes. Some of you have even changed your username because I have made fun of you, right? You've had a good time. You've come on and you've changed your username just to participate in the comedy, right? Like Sir Flame dropped the long here. He didn't put the long on his end, but he's gone through a few names, right? On our Discord server. But comedy. I think it's okay to make fun of yourself. Like I shared my sons, they are autistic. Two of my sons, they're twins. They have autism, and they make fun of each other. They call. I shared that joke yesterday. One of my sons, he was talking about the military, And I'm like, unfortunately, because of your disability, because he would never qualify because he is developmentally delayed, and he's right middle spectrum, leans to the more extreme. So I'm going to have to take care of him the rest of my life. And he's like, well, I'm like, you won't be able to get in the army. I'm sorry. And I mean, there's other things we can do with you in life. He goes, what about the special forces? And I'm like, oh my goodness. And we all chuckled and laughed, right? Um, he has a sense of humor. He is able to make fun of himself. And that's a good thing. People that are loved, you can make fun of yourself, right? Because you know that you have value, you know that you have purpose. Sometimes when people don't get that love, right, then there's that sensitivity that we have to be aware. I mean, when you're making fun of people, right, you have to have courtesy and understanding the environment. Something is wrong with YouTube today. It says 0 up there. Is that what it says on your end? I know there's people here. I'm talking to you, right? But it says 0 up there. What the hell is going on? Right? Big 0 for me today for the bard. Is this punishment by YouTube? YouTube is punishing the bard with the. It says big 0 up there for some reason. I don't know if it says that for you. 0 views. But I'm talking to people. I see you in here. That's odd, isn't it? That it's doing that. All right. Let's see here. All these wonderful people here. Falcon is here. Good to see you, good friend, the Falcon. Oh, my. And Oaken Hill Hermit. Ooh. Welcome to the insomnia hours, but yeah, hopefully I will be able to go to sleep afterwards. I'm glad to see you're not drinking Vita Ice. The sweetener in it is terrible. Yeah, I don't drink. It's only sparkling ice. This is all natural flavoring. It's so natural that when I go to the doctor every year, and he's like, your vitamin B, is always at the top, just where it's above normal. I get my vitamin B is always heavy, and partially because I take a supplement every morning. I take a vitamin B complex. It's got all kinds of herbs and spices in it. It's kind of like a multivitamin in a way. Vitamin B keeps me looking young. If you take vitamin B, I'm like, 50 years old almost, and I'm still looking, in my earlier years. Let's see here. Starbucks logo is supposed to be the twin-tailed mermaid. So that's who this is here, this lovely lady. The twin-tailed mermaid. Yeah, everyone, I remember Christians were complaining about it, right? Starbucks has a goddess, a pagan goddess on their bottles. Ooh, what are we going to do now? Pagan goddess here. Yeah, a lot of religious people, they don't like Starbucks because there's always gay people working there or something. And they are always, oh no, there's a gay man giving me a cup of coffee. What am I going to do? It's going to make me gay. Oh no. It's like there's always something, right? Let's see. This person is racist. Now, there's no comedy in racism. I can't do much with you. You're an asshole. What can I do with you except ban you, right? Yeah. Your gay is here. LOL. He's telling me to shut the F up. No, thank you. You're not going to shut up the bard. Let's see here. Ahimsa believers are extreme vegans. Yeah. All right. Extreme vegans. These are the people that do the guilt trips, right? They are never happy. They're never at peace. Peace promotes healthiness, right? I believe in veganism. I believe it is the future. I believe that as a species, but we're not there yet. And you're not going to get there by shaming people and making people feel guilty, calling them lazy, telling them, you're in your comfort zone. Yeah, screw you. That's not going to help. That just, the conversation needs to be inspiring, right? To bring them where you're at. You have to inspire people in what you're doing. When I was right now in my old church, they're celebrating Holy Week. Now, prior to that, there was Lent. Now, Lent in the Eastern Church, it's not like in the Roman Catholic Church where they just every Friday they eat a fish sandwich. Ooh, what a sacrifice! You're not eating a hamburger, right? Oh, I'm going to eat a big deal. In the Eastern churches, no meat, no dairy products for 40 days. That is called the Great Fast or Great Lent. And what this is, there's a spirituality in it that I think a lot of Eastern Christians, they don't know about, but it's practiced in the monastic tradition. Monastics are mostly vegan, not 100%. They do eat fish. But they do not consume any type of meat or dairy products during Lent, because what's going to happen in the kingdom of God, in their religion, right? In Isaiah chapter 11, it says that the lion will lay down with the lamb, that you'll be able to go into a serpent's den and play with the cobras. It says that the future is animals and humans in harmony, not eating one another. That is the destiny of the human race that I believe in, and I certainly believe in that. That came from that religion. I think that was very accurate. I think that and during Lent, this is practiced prophetically. During Lent, the people who do not eat the meat or the dairy products, they participate in what is to come. It is a way to live the kingdom of God on earth during that period, and they wrap it all up in Holy Week, right? Holy Week, you have Lent, then you have the Holy Week fast, and then you celebrate at the end of this week, Easter, right? So that is a little glimpse into what that's inspiring, right? If you're part of Christianity, if you're an Orthodox Christian or an Eastern Catholic, you are inspired to have something wonderful, right? To be a vegan. Veganism in the Eastern churches throughout the year is practiced on Fridays and Wednesdays. They are encouraged not to eat meat or dairy products throughout the year as a way to participate in the kingdom. That's inspiring, right? That's inspiring. Now, that's not a guilt trip. That's an invitation. Like, you want to experience God? Stop eating your meat and drinking your milk. Come experience what is to come. There's no guilt in that. That is an invitation. And that's what I'm talking about. If you are a vegan, show how wonderful it is. Show your spirituality. Now, this is a problem with a lot of these anti-this, or anti-that, like the environmentalists, right? These people have no soul. They're just going around guilt trips. Druidry promotes a healthy understanding of the environment, that it's living, that it's a spiritual experience. And that is something to be protected. That is something to want to make better, right? There are plenty of Druids in the world today that drive automobiles, that have electricity, that put mosquito spray on, stuff like that. But the hope is one day they won't have to do that. The idea is seeking greater sufficiency, leaving behind the primitive need, for instance, a coal power plant, to seek a better form of using electricity, not abandoning what is needed, right? So what we use now in many ways is not always the best, but we are going towards the best. The idea is not feeling guilty and not doing, but seeking greater sufficiency in your experience of the world. And I think that is a healthy way to live. There's a lot of things that in our modern world, like using the cell phone, our technology is terrible for the environment, but it's all we got right now, right? We should be seeking a greater form. We have a technological void in terms of all of the damage done to the environment, right? It's left a big hole in it. Ever since the 70s, when we started making the computers. This is a conversation that many people don't realize. All of this technology is not the best, but it's all we have, and we should be seeking a greater experience. There's never going to be, like right now, a time when we are living in complete harmony, in complete sufficiency. It is something you work towards. It is something you get better at, right? You leave the mother's breast at some point. Why? Because there's better food to eat, right? You grow, and you can't grow if you're living in a guilt trip. Even these people that they're always feeling guilty or making other people feel, you're living in an illusion, is what you're living in. There's no real substance to what you're doing. If you are a vegan person and you're always thinking about how to make other people feel guilty, it's because you haven't arrived yet. You're not living in true sufficiency. You are not living in harmony. You are not living in peace. And that is something that we should all strive for, right? All right. Being gay is a sin. Maybe for you. For me, it's a lot of fun being gay. Good morning. The underboss is here, going down below, being your boss downstairs. Good to have you here. And American Maker's here, my neighbor. Good to have my good friend, American Maker. Good to see you. Brainless is here, our Slavic pagan friend, coming here with his sausages and stuffed cabbages. Oh my! I lived through that. When I was a Christian, my church was a Slavic tradition, the Ruthenians, and all the time stuffed cabbages, sausages, meats. I didn't like any of that shit. Like the Easter basket is full with a bunch of wieners and stuff like that. I never made a traditional Easter basket for all of my time except 1 year, because one of my parishioners, he got me all of this shit, and he says, "Here, you're going to make an Easter basket this year," and I did. I made an Easter basket and I didn't eat any of it. We had the lamb butters and all this other stuff. I just gave it away because I don't like a lot of meat myself. I try not to eat it. But you love meat. Beef tongue is your favorite taco meat. See, our Slavic friend here. Let's see here. I want to as well, but will probably never be vegan yourself. You actually thought you misunderstood my message a little. I want to make a video in philosophy of two sides rather than go for it. Now, what's going to happen to you if you put that in public is you're going to have a bunch of lunatics come on there and make their guilt known to you, and in either side. You know, when you establish a for or against, you're going to have a battle, right? If you can maneuver through it in a neutral way, you might be able to have something that won't cause a lot of conflict. But you have these people that live, the idea, I watch a lot of things on YouTube, and I could see these patterns. You have these extreme people who are for or against, like in politics, right? Or in terms of diversity or other things. You have, I was talking about this with a friend of mine yesterday who is of diversity. And there's a lot of people like on TikTok that make, like, for instance, transgenders look like lunatics, right? And this person, they are balanced. They don't live like that. That's not who they are. But that's all you see, right? You have these extreme people either for or against, and you get these crazy ideas that a lot of people in the world, that's all they see. They don't see the balance. They don't see normal people. They just see people fighting all the time, right? Yeah, I try not to be in these extremes. I'm certainly been affected by it, right? Because we all are. It all speaks to us. But I really try to walk the middle. I try to have conversation with people to understand and respect their journey. And that's difficult to do, right? Because you've got to be careful what you say, because some people will go way off with it. Have you ever thought about reading or audiobooks, you have a good voice for it. Yeah, I would love to do commercials, or I love narrating, right? Narrating is one of my favorite things to do, and I learned to do that from Dungeons and Dragons. I have all of these voices. This is my narrator's voice, my dungeon master voice. I am quite skilled with doing it. I have the voice, I have the talent, but I've never done it professionally. Yeah. If I ever did an audiobook, that would take a lot out of me. That would take a lot out of me. You are 42, you grew up on that shit. So you remember some of that old stuff. Yeah. Living Color, the Wayans brothers. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, right? You're a 1980 baby. Look at you. Oh, 1980 baby. Of the Wayans brothers. Yeah. Jennifer Lopez. Was she on that show? I don't think she was on that show. Alyssa Taylor. Good to see you, Alyssa. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment. The thing still says 0 on my end. Let me see if it says it on. Yeah, it says one person is watching. I mean, that can't be right. Something's wrong with YouTube today, because I'm having these conversations with all of these people. Let's see here. You want to make a YouTube video about topics like that, analyzing different opinions. That's shit. Where did that go? Oh my. On a broad variety of topics. That would be fun, right? That would be fun to do. To try to walk the middle path and educate people on there are like whole news channels that are dedicated to that don't go into this. Like most of the major news broadcasts that you see, like MSNBC or something, right? They all have an extreme position that they're always trying to promote. There's no real news, right? News is, here's the information. No, you are getting a spin. You're getting a political point of view. That's what you see. You don't see any neutrality. That is difficult to do, right? No one's interested. They want to always be fighting or getting all of this, information that, makes them, go bonkers. Oh, let's see. Super Scott is here. Good to have you here, Super Scott, our good friend, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time. No, it says nobody is watching the bard right now. Oh no, what am I going to do? But there's people liking it, right? Oh, one person is watching. Oh my. Yeah, YouTube must be broken right now. Normally we have about at least, depending how, a few hundred people that come in, up to several thousand. But so I know this is definitely broken. Coolio actually tried to sue Weird Al Yankovic over Amish. Really? I mean, that was like one of the Amish one was quite hilarious, right? That was hilarious. Coolio. Yeah, he was a big time crack cocaine user, right? And he got sober and did that one song. Yeah. Coolio. I mean, that was what, 1992, around there. Let's see. Jerry Ginger is here. Good to see you, our good friend, the Jerry Ginger. Nice to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time with the High Priestess tarot card here in the back. You can see this is from the Druid Craft tarot card deck, made by Philip Kagan, I believe. Let's see here. And Ruby Crosley is here. Good to have you here, Ruby. What a wonderful name, Ruby. What a wonderful name. And Michael Knight. Jesus loved his enemies. Yeah, look what happened to him. Laughter has the ability to heal. Patch Adams knew that, and that's why he changed medicine and many doctors to their practice. Yes, I watched that movie about his life. I mean, what a tragic experience, right? trying to do good in the world and having your life destroyed at the end, right? By people that you are trying to heal. Robin Williams did that movie, right? That was a wonderful movie, Patch Adams. Yeah. What was funny is when yeah, that was the one where he was in school, um, and there was gynecologists coming in for some type of seminar or something, and so he made this legs spread apart, these paper mache legs going into a doorway, these huge legs. I mean, that was hilarious, right? I think that was the movie. I'm pretty sure it was. Let's see here. You're going to join the special forces with him. Oh man, Peter Holmes just dropped a special. At uh, one point, he says, "We know as much about God as Harry Potter knows about J.K. Rowling's." Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, people people that say they don't know shit. They may know we have creativity. There's only one thing I think we can be certain about, and at least I know I'm certain about, is that we're loved. Love is like the highest value in our humanity that we are familiar with, that we can touch, right? And I think we can be very certain that we have that personal reality. And from my own experience, I know it. I don't know. I don't believe in it. I know it, that I'm loved, and I try to help other people feel that they are loved, because that's what was given unto me. Um, Huge Rod is here, man. Watch out! You go to his house, man. He's got to make special furniture just to sit down with his huge rod. You think the YouTube metrics are messed up? I gain subscribers and lose them just as fast. Yeah, I usually gain with every 1,000. There's at least 100 that leave. That's normal. That's normal. Um, you get more than you lose. That keeps the balance. Now, doing live streams every day is very helpful. If you have a YouTube channel and you want to get subscribers, do live streams every day, as much, and you will have a steady flow. Every show I get, like yesterday, I think I got wasn't on about 2 hours or something. I got like almost 100. I mean, that's normal. You've seen other lives with the viewers 1 and 0 and people in there. So something is wrong today with YouTube, where it's not reading all of the people coming in today. Let's see here. Where are we at? Unless YouTube is punishing me, but it's not, because there are strangers that are coming in. If YouTube was punishing me, it would just be my subscribers. But I can see we had a couple Fruit Loops come in the beginning. Let's see here. There's a glitch with YouTube. Trust in God. There's a glitch with YouTube today. Even had your membership changed from channels, from friends. They didn't kick me. YouTube unsubscribed me. Really? Bunch of bastards. Wow. YouTube did that to you. Yeah. KFC vitamins, 11 herbs and spices. Oh my. Now, KFC, I think at one time had decent chicken. Now all that's good is the skin, really. I mean, the chicken itself is like, what the hell is this shit? I go where I get my fried chicken is Publix. American Maker probably knows that. I mean, because he lives where I live. Publix has the best fried chicken because there's actually something on your chicken. I mean, a KFC is like, what the hell? They don't treat their animals with respect. I think that is a big problem, because you're eating shit, basically. When you treat your animals like shit, you're eating shit. And it's terrible how KFC does not respect their animals. The factory farming is terrible. How it treats its animals. You have to, when you give life, you receive life. When you're a farmer, you have a certain respect for your animals. That that is a proper nourishment. There are farmers who farm in a way where they respect their animals, and I think that's very important, that you have a respect for the animal, or there's something you lose in your nutrition. Oh man, you have a lot of vitamin caffeine from all the coffee you drink. Uh, yeah, coffee. Something that many people drink in the world today, especially in the United States. Coffee is. I just had a cup of coffee and then I had one of these to get me going here. I couldn't imagine a life without coffee. Very important part of my life. Oh, let's see here. I don't care what you drink as long as you live forever. I will be happy. Yes, I will be here as long as I can for you. Spiritual entertainment, into my later years. I plan on, as long as you people are paying me, I'll be here for 25 years. So like, subscribe, go up and touch the like button if you are here. Because I don't even know how many people are on here right now because YouTube is broken. It says zero. It says zero up there. So I don't know how many people are on here. So if you go up and touch that button, that tells me how many people are here today. And if you want to become a community member, there's a join button that you can be part of our Discord. Buy me a cup of coffee, for the price of a cup of coffee, small, medium, or large. You are guaranteed continual spiritual entertainment every day for the next 25 years, as long as there's coffees being bought for the bar here. Small, medium, or large on the join button. And you get all kinds of emojis. You get access to our Discord server. And you could feel like you're a part of this great work of spiritual entertainment. Who else is doing this? Who else has this energy? Who can keep talking to you like this? Only the Bard, every day, right? So think about becoming a supporter of this great work that I do. Let's see here. Are you mentally handicapped? Yes, I am. And what's wrong with that? Yeah. Let's see. Mere people would have been excellent maids, just not behind themselves as they go. Oh man, a good mermaid or two wouldn't be nice to have around the house, is what you're saying, right? You've been watching too much of that Daryl Hannah video, The Splash, right? We were talking about that yesterday. Oh, Ted Anderson always comes on here and says, wants to remind you all that the rapture could happen at any moment. Are you prepared? Now, the rapture was going to happen last October, September, last year. You remember, everyone was getting ready for the rapture. Well, you didn't go. The rapture did happen, but you were left behind because you were disobedient Christians. You are supposed to be, you come in the world naked, you must leave the world naked. If you really believed in the rapture, you'd be walking around with your ding-a-ling hanging out or something. Your private parts need to be there for the rapture to take place. That's how the deity grabs a hold of that shit and pulls you up into the sky. But you had clothes on. You're not true believers in my book. That's what they teach, that when you're raptured, you're naked, right? Well, what are you doing? You think your clothes are just going to fall off your ass? No. If you really believe in the rapture, walk around naked. As I said, during the rapture, when the Christ mothership came, there was a big mix-up. Lots of Wiccans that were skyclad got sucked up into the Jesus Christ spaceship. And they're like, what are you doing here? You're not the goddess. Yeah, we're on the wrong spaceship here. So they had to get, it was a big mix-up with all of that. Oh, we are drinking so much coffee right now. Yes, we are. We are all live and empowered by the caffeine. Yes. And Farmer Fiona is here. Fiona knows how to take care of her animals, right? I hope you are well. I'm trying to find the history of these standing stones. You put a picture I took there if you want to look. Yeah, I'll take a look at it later. You put it on your channel, or did you come back to Discord? I don't know if you're on this. Yeah. I don't know anything about the history of standing stones. We only guess. We have like Stonehenge. We have an educated guess of their origin, but we don't really know shit, right? We don't know anything about these monuments. We guess. We do our best by our own understanding of now, right? But we don't know shit. We don't know why they were there. Um, but when I see these ancient monuments, right, especially here in the United States, we have all of these hills and things like the serpent in Ohio. They have this huge serpent that's carved in the ground. It just makes my heart just be filled with wonder. I'm like, what is going on here? It just makes you want to, it creates a hunger for mystery. Like you want to know, you want to see into the ancestral memory, right? And when I see like a standing stone in Ireland, it makes my heart sing that there's so much more to life. There's more than meets the eye. Are you going to take the journey, right? You might not ever arrive, but in that journey, that's where all the fun is. That's where you experience that wonder. You know, if you knew everything, there'd be no wonder, right? Wonder, the awe, comes from this journey. So when I see a standing stone, I enter a state of journey. I enter a state where my heart is filled with wonder. Thank you, ancestors, who put those stones up. Thank you for reminding me that life is an adventure. If it's any less, it's not worth living. All right, in my book. Um, let's see. No, it's not. The word rapture isn't even in the Bible. No, it's not. Yeah, some crazy Christian made that shit up. Let's see here. What is this person here? Message retracted over and over again. All right. I'm not interested in YouTube channel, but I'll put stuff every now and then again, just to have it somewhere. Fiona, if you started a YouTube channel, I think you would have great success with all of your architecture and farming, especially at your farm. You know, farming, videotaping your animals and the things you make with your lovely Irish voice. I think you would have a great following, Fiona, if you really took it seriously. I think you would do really well. You have the voice. You have the voice. That's very important. The voice brings people in, right? I have the voice, right? What religion is this? Spiritual entertainment. That's the religion here, my friend. Nothing more, nothing less. Your name is Yodana. Ayodana. You read something recently? Oh, good. Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Yeah, this is spiritual entertainment. You work on you. That's right. Yeah, you do religion the way you want. I don't care. I'm just an entertainer. Let's see. Why we practice Lent in Catholic school. With the ashes on the forehead and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. In the eastern side of the church, we when I was a Christian, we'd laugh at that stuff, right? I mean, because it's ridiculous. I'm going to eat a fish sandwich. Well, that's not really a fast. That's a joke, is what it is. Like the Muslims, Ramadan, nothing all day. Look at that, eating fish sandwiches. What a joke, right? That's not a sacrifice. That is silliness, is what it is. It's an illusion. There's no real fasting with eating a fish sandwich instead of a hamburger. I mean, that is just ridiculous. These fish fries. Let's partake in gluttony and eat all the fishes up. Yeah, that's just an illusion. What accent is this? Watadavian, my friend. Northern warts. Northern warts. Religion means to tie down or bind tightly. Well, let this religion of spiritual entertainment cut your cords so you may soar into the ether. Go up and touch that like button right there. You see it? The next to the zero there. Yeah. It's zero. It's Bard 0 day. We know you're all here somewhere, right? All the energy of the Bard manifesting to you every day. Spiritual entertainment. You like that Comic-Con? Wonderful. You like to learn these types of things? Oh, yes. Perennialism may be spiritual entertainment. I don't consider myself a perennialist. That is not what I do. I have a very unique understanding of divinity. I don't think uh, my understanding of religion is close to William Blake's understanding, where it is human creativity, and that creativity is always being refined and made better. Not all religions are good. There's a lot of bad shit in a lot of them, right? And I talked about this last week. What do you think of when you think of the church? What is the first thing that comes in your mind? A loving place? No, not at all. Scandal. Um, that's what comes into your mind. I think the church is not good. I think it's done. Look at the history, right, of Christianity. I think Christianity should be a philosophy that is lived, rather than a place where you get controlled and told what to do, right? I think it's terrible. Um, the I can understand, like a church, as I've said before, the Salvation Army, right? What do you think of when you hear the Salvation Army? They help people, but they're also a church. If you did not know that, their reality, you see it. You don't think, when you see Salvation Army, you don't think of scandal. You think of people who give you food and clothing, right? That's not what you have when the church. But Salvation Army, you see generosity. I think a church as an organizing principle should be what the Salvation Army is, not a place where you go and you hear the same message every week, and you don't do shit in your life. You just feel good about yourself. Oh, I went to church today. I'm being controlled. Yay! Control me. And now I want to control other people, make them feel guilty for not going. Oh my! Adapt or die, Darwin. Yeah, I don't like the survival of the fittest ideology at all. I think it is terrible. I think it is a horrible thing, because I'll never be able to be the fittest. I'm disabled. I have weaknesses. In terms of that ideology, like Nietzsche's Superman. Nope. The true human person, I think, in terms of evolution, is a person of the world, a citizen of the world, one who is not separated or above, but one who is in service to the rest. That's how I see the Superman. We are not going to evolve as a species by stepping on each other. We're going to evolve as a species by serving one another. I really believe that. And that's Christianity, right? As a philosophy. Let's see. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man a fish and feed him for a lifetime. I say, grant a man access to the river, and he will either drown or learn to fish. Yeah, well, sometimes we need help, right? Some people can't hold the line, but we have to be that person that does that for them sometimes. We have to serve one another. That is the only way we will evolve, is by learning to love one another. Let's see here. Singularity. Oh my, EXE. Oh, watch out. Yeah, the singularity is right around the corner, right? This unity with the machine. It's happening. Now, how are you going to do it? I mean, there's no way to get around it. It's the singularity. Transhumanism is scary, but it's going to happen. It's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? This is the future. It needs to be guided. It needs that reality that still preserves our humanity, right? It's like when that genetic engineering comes along and says, I'm going to put some nanobites in your body that will help you to live a long, long ass time. You say, yes. It'll make your penis grow 10 feet long. You say, yes. But I'll give you bat wings. Will you take the bat wings? You can fly. We will say yes. I'll give you gills that you can breathe underwater. We will say yes. And at some point, you stop becoming a human being. That is the danger of transhumanism. That is a transhumanization, I think, is something that we've always struggled with. I think there's an ancient memory of our failure in, like, for instance, the Bible. You have the Tower of Babel. You have the beings coming down in the book of Enoch, offering us technologies, right? You have these memories and the Anunnaki coming down with the little purse here, right? The Tower of Babel wasn't a bad story. It wasn't wrong to build the tower. It's how they did it. That was the problem. We have a tendency to always, consume and not, seeking knowledge rather than wisdom. That is our problem. We want the knowledge, but we don't use the wisdom. And I think transhumanization is here, but you need wisdom. We've talked about, like, for instance, AI as part of this transhumanization reality. AI is here. It's how you use the AI, how you guide the AI. That's going to be important. People that want to bunker down and bitch about it and call it the work of the devil, they're not going to help. These people, these protesters, right? They're not helping the conversation. They're making it worse by not participating in it, not guiding it, right? We have to guide this singularity event, or we're going to lose our humanity. We'll lose ourselves in it. But that's the future. You can't get away with it. It's already here, right? Right around the corner. I'm going to be the bionic man maybe in 10 years. So are you, right? Half my body will be robot, and I'll be able to integrate into my computer, right? Just imagine that right now, my YouTube channel in 20 years, I'm standing in your living room now because we are synced up here having a conversation. That's the future. That is the future. And that needs to be guided, or we're doomed. Maybe we were doomed 10,000 years ago, right? Maybe we screwed up bad. The dark tales of Atlantis, right? What happened to Atlantis? They screwed themselves. They screwed themselves by their technology, right? As the mythology goes, we have to guide. We have to use wisdom this time. If we don't use wisdom this time, we're just going to blow up the world again and come back and try all over again. Let's see here. Thank you for the advice, dear Bard. I will tread lightly. I think I'll be able to navigate it reasonably well. Maybe I'm just optimistic. Optimism is great. Optimism drives people in, right? Giving people encouragement and hope to see the world in a better place, to tackle the issues, right? I think that's very important mentality. Oh, shit. Let's see here. The Bard would be a great spokesman for Viagra. Yes. Oh, let's see. Liquid Viagra. When your wiener doesn't work, a little glass will make it perk. Something like that, right? Yeah. Give it a little jingle. Oh, let's see here. This guy is losing a fantasy world, Lord of the Rings. So what? What is your fantasy world? Being a dick? I'd rather be Frodo than you. Man, this is terrible. You come on here and bitch all the time. That's your reputation on here. A bitch, right? I'd rather be Frodo than a bitch, right? You need to go jump in Mount Doom. Save Smeagol. Oh, let's see. Lisa the Cougaress this morning. Ooh, Douglas. You're trying to shack up with me. A cougar. Ooh. No fear is here. Good to see you, our friend. No fear is here for their spiritual entertainment in the morning time. Yeah, we got on early today because I have some stuff to do. Should be here another hour or so until my caffeine high wears off or my wife comes back home. Let's see here. Manny Garcia, our good friend, you're up early over there in Arizona. It is early in the morning. Good to see you, our good friend Manny. Always nice to see you, our good friend. And our resident herbalist is here, Melly. Good to see you, Melly. Always nice to see our good friend from Ohio here. And I love having these conversations with people, making you all feel welcome, making you feel all part of your community. If you have a YouTube channel, it's important that you get to know your people, that you talk to them. What I try to do is I associate your names with in different ways, and I take that memory with me, and I think about you people. I bring you with me in my day. I do my meditations and consider people here. I integrate you into my experience. I think that's important. If you have a YouTube channel, that you try to do that. You make your community members feel welcome. That's why I respond to all the comments, and that's why I'm an hour behind in them. You're like, why isn't he responding to my comment? I'm talking to the people here. Let's see. Sunny is here. Morning, Father. Hope you are doing all right. Yes, I am. Sunny, nice to see you. What's your favorite Stevie Wonder song? Oh, my. Now, I never really got into old Stevie. What was that one famous one he had in the 70s? I never really got into Stevie Wonder. Good morning, Vixen. The servant of Anubis is here. Always nice to see you, our friend. Good to have you here. All right. Let's see. Your favorite Stevie Wonder song? Where's my piano at? I guess he's shit, but I can smell it. Yeah. Oh, man. Deb Richardson is here. Down Under Debbie is here. Now we know we are going places when Down Under Debbie is here. All of the didgeridoos are sounding off for Debbie as she exits the night here with the bard. Good to have you here. Oh, Super Scott, we love you. John Pierre Atlas, do you have a long penis or a short one? Well, go to my OnlyFans and you will find out. Yeah, you will find out. Yeah. Let's see. And Haley, HMR, Haley, good to have you here, our good friend, for your sunrise. Good to be with you, Haley. You could be talking to yourself. I could be talking to myself. Yeah. I have done it before. When I first started doing these streams, it was like talking to myself for a few hours. If you people don't talk to me in the comments, that's what I will do. I'll just I'll pretend there's someone there. I'll have a conversation. I'm good at that. Yes, you are. Are you good at talking to yourself? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. Yeah. Let's see here. Mindcrawler. Good to see you, Mindcrawler. Good to have you here. One day we will claim your sanity, Bard. I've lost that a long time ago, my friend. All of the sanity has left the building. It is all gone. All that is left is madness. I am like Shegaroth. Where's my cheese? Oh, my. Let's see here. Oh, love you, buddy. Thank you. Great spiritual entertainment. I appreciate that. Let's have an orgy. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah. What a good way to start your day, right? With an orgy. Yeah. It happened this time in April. There's a saying. Oh, there is. April is in for another 2 days, right? Let's see. Well, let me look at my calendar. It's the 30th. We have 2 days before April is here. The three interconnected swirls, commonly known as a triskele or triple spiral, is an ancient symbol representing the power of the three continuous movements and the interconnectedness of life. Yeah, there's many. It has many meanings that we give it, right? The triskelion, right? Many different meanings. Maybe for our ancestors, they were just high on mushrooms. Oh, swirls! Yay! But for us, we like to say, oh, they were so spiritual. Yeah. For me, it means father, mother, child. It's a symbol of divinity. Yeah, before the Christians had a trinity, my ancestors, they had the trinity already done. Mindcrawler, you keep talking about orgies. Yeah. Do you enjoy them? Oh, Deb got left behind. Oh, no, from the rapture. Oh, let's see here. Oh, you have to shave your head to skin and wear a potato sack. You think that would be fun to do? Come on here with a potato stack only. That would make me worthy of the rapture. All right. Token Pirate Raccoon, formerly known as Token Bert Raccoon. Good to see you. It's a true story, yeah. True story. Now you're hungry. Oh, my. You're drinking your coffee, Deb, late at night? You're drinking your coffee just to be here and alert to the bard. That is what our good friend Down Under Debbie is here, drinking her coffee. You're getting stoned? Well, good for you. And you're smoking your pipe. Deb Richardson's got the wonderful marijuana product in her wonderful pipe. Commentary connoisseur, you're eating goose eggs, waffles, and bacon for breakfast. Look at that. The goose egg. No one knows anything about the Druids. Well, yes and no. We know some historical presentations about Druidry from what is written down, but not much. Yeah, we know that they were the priests of certain Celtic groups, right? And that tradition eventually evolved into the bards. The bards were all that was left because much of the Druid, as we knew it, was wiped out by the Romans. Good job, Romans, always forcing your way into people's lives and destroying everything. And then the church took over from there. Oh, let's see here. Did you all hear that under the pyramids they scammed deep structures underneath? Yeah, that turned out to be a scam. I heard that there were professional people that said that is just all mumbo jumbo. We were all hoping it was real, right? Where is the follow-up, right? Didn't like Mr. Beast went to Egypt. He's like, I'm ready. I got the money. Let's do it. Let's get down there. Nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. Now, I think Edgar Casey was the one who started that stuff. He said that the Atlantean records are below the foot of the Sphinx, leading to all kinds of things down there. Where is it? Where's all of this stuff? I hope it's there. But I mean, Edgar Casey, he talked to all kinds of entities, like they were all telling the truth. I mean, that is dumb. If somebody is talking to you, you should always scrutinize them. If they're giving you information that are from another world. You can't take everything you hear seriously. I mean, that's just not right? Just to trust anything that comes along. A lot of these people that are into these esotericism, I think they are dumb. Just listening to any old spirit that comes along. Oh, look how wonderful I am. I'm talking to the great pyramid founders of the latter years. They are giving me this information. How do you know that? You have no guarantee that this being that you're talking to is being forthright with you. You have to scrutinize these other beings. You have to test all things to make sure that they're being honest, because you have no guarantees that when you hear a voice that it is telling you the truth. Let's see here. Oh, the high priest of the orchard is here. Gwendolyn, Aes Sedai, good to see you. You can stick around today, but all blessings there. Thank you for stopping in, our good friend. And if you're enjoying this show today, go up and touch the thumb. You see it right by that crescent moon there? That's where it is, right there. Or double tap your screen. I do this for a living, and I appreciate people that can like, that can subscribe. YouTube is broken today. It says 0 people here. Sure, it is 0. If you people don't like and subscribe, that means that I'm not doing my job, right? There's entertainment is all dried up. So liking and subscribing says, come back tomorrow. If there's no liking or subscribing, that means that I'm no longer needed in this world. And think about becoming a community member, because I do this for a living. You can buy me a cup of coffee, small, medium, or large. The join button, it's right there. Whatever coffee you are able to give the bard, I appreciate that, because I do this for a living. This is the only income that I have. And if it stops, then I have to go out and get a different job. So I appreciate people that can buy me a cup of coffee each month. That keeps me coming back here. And as long as you're buying that coffee, I'll be here for 25 years. And you get all kinds of wonderful emojis and other, you get an owl symbol next to your name, and you get access to my Discord server. Oh, aliens here. You're not a Bible scholar? We are unlearning and re-educating. I know I'm working hard on that. Yeah. A lot of our mind is like colonized by certain ideas that we encounter through life that tells you it must be this way. And that's not always the case, right? You have to uncolonize your mind because you have mind viruses out there, like what you find in a lot of religions. They become viruses that infect your mind. You act irrational. Do you see how the people that are really religious, when they come on here, they act irrational? I've acted that way. I've had to uncolonize my mind with these ideas that say, this is how reality is. Do it this way or else, right? Oh, my. Let's see. Token. Yes, indeed, I'm stroking. Is there herbs in the pipe? Oh, there are. You used to blow turds for bucks. That was yesterday, not today. Well, you have to do what you have to do to survive, right? If you like eating shit, that's your problem, not mine. This is incredible. Yeah, you will follow. Look at Fiona. You got all followers already. I think I was Fiona's first subscriber when I saw her channel. The Shrub of Knowledge. Let's see here. Rodzilla, our good friend. Nice to see you. Hope you are well. I am well. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. Rodzilla. Let's see. Says there's one person watching, but that's clearly not true. Yeah, something's broken with YouTube today. It says 0 for me, but people are talking. Let's see. Where are we at here? Viewer count is broken for other people too. You've seen it on YouTube. Yeah, so that's a universal problem today. Trying to shadow ban? I think there's a problem with YouTube today. I've never been banned. I've never said anything that would, be controversial. We are one. Do any of you ever get sort of an overwhelming feeling when walking on your spiritual path? Oh, all the time. All the time. See, all church has been wrong. 1 Samuel 8, trust God, not church. Well, how do you separate that? How do you separate it? You are saying trust a book that was created by the institution to control you. So that's what you're telling me to do. That's by saying trust the Bible, you're saying trust the church. You cannot separate them. The church is what created the Bible. So you're erroneous in your presentation. It's like these people say, be religious, not spiritual, or spiritual, not religious. They're the same thing. Spirituality doesn't have to be institutionalized, but religion is an expression of our humanity. We do things religiously. We bind things that help us, right? Let's see here. Hail Keredwin. Oh my, what is this person here? Jesus is your king. Well, Keredwin is my queen. You see 31 thumbs. Yeah, the thumbs up is working. But the 0 count viewers, it's mystery day on YouTube. We are having a mystery here. We don't know who's watching, but we know that you are here. Do not fear, my friends. William Blake's books had beautiful drawings. Yeah, he did Jerusalem, right, with all that beautiful art about the giant. What was his name? Yeah, he was very Christianized. He said he was a Druid. Yeah, he's the great Bard. I begin all of my programs The Voice of the Bard, that's inspired by his poem, Voice of the Bard. So that's, if you tune in every day, that's how I start my program. That's a poem from William Blake. He's been a great influence. And I know very little about him, but just that little bit has, really steered the direction of my life and inspired me. Just that little bit, right? Think about what you could do with your little bit that you give to other people. You can change the direction of their life. Try to inspire people. Do good things for others. Tell them they matter. Tell them they are important, right? That little bit can guide their whole life. They need to hear that from people sometimes, right? And you can be that person. You matter moment, as we call it on here. Oh, my. I'm an idiot. He says Jesus is king, and then says I'm an idiot. That just makes me want to become a member of your church, sir. When you're an asshole, no one wants to join your religion, okay? You have to understand that. I mean, that should be basic courtesy. When you come into, like, you see this lady back here. Obviously, this is not a Christian place. So you're coming into a place, you're calling people names. You're a terrible representator of the Christ, right? You're being an asshole. Jesus was not an asshole. But you want to be one? Do you think he likes it when you're an asshole? I don't think so. Go out into all the world and be an asshole. That's how you will win their hearts, right? No, he said, love your enemies. That's what he said, right? What are you doing? You're not loving me. You're being a dickhead. No, shit, I can't say that word. YouTube doesn't like that word. Let's see. It is not negative, but the power of the human body. Oh, Christians are always so mean. Yeah, not all of them. There's good Christian people that watch me that are not dicks. Have you ever seen a church built around God? Nope. No, I have not. Let's see here. Where am I? One person is watching your buns. Well, what is that like? Someone's walking behind you, Melly? Ooh. I mean, how does it feel? Someone's watching your ass. I mean, you're a lady, right? I would find that odd behavior. If I'm walking out around in public, someone's walking up behind. Ooh. Like what? What do you like? What you see? Salvation Army actually helps a lot, even in the UK. We have them everywhere. Yeah, and they let anyone work there, right? You don't have to be Christian to work at Salvation Army. Let's see. You were trying each other's company like a big weird orgy. Yeah, that's fun. Dairy stiffer. You need God, and you need a hard penis. What are you doing? Your name is Dairy Stiffer. What are you dipping in milk? Does a body good, and a wiener. Oh my goodness. These people that come on here and do their religion with these weird ass names. Oh, let's see. Where are we? The bad photographer is here. Good to see you, our good friend, the bad photographer. He needs a spanky. Ooh, he's been bad. Ooh, you're the one walking behind Melly. You're taking pictures. The bad photographer. All right. Let's see. I appreciate you being here. Oh, we have many gods. Yep. And it's confusing to find your place with so many things. Yeah. I love to mother. You love being a mother? Yeah. Trust God, not church. Well, why are you saying that? Because what? Because of a church. Yeah, the reality of the divinity. You don't need to believe in it at all, right? You're still loved, whether you believe in it or not. You don't need to trust. You don't need to worship. You don't need to do any of that shit. You don't need to read a Bible. You don't need a Bible. You're still loved no matter what you do in your life. You're always going to be loved, right? The Red Square Band. Good to see you. Happy Monday to you, my friend. My issue with most religion is that they teach you not to question anything regarding faith. You have to believe what they tell you. If you question it, you're going to hell, right? American Maker was a Catholic, right? That's what they do. You eat a chicken sandwich on Friday during Lent, you're going to hell. You miss church on Sunday, you're going to hell. You don't believe that I'm infallible, you're going to hell. How do I know you're infallible? Because I said so. Yeah, I've done it all. I've done it. I know where he's coming from. All hail the cauldron. Tristan, good to see you. Yes, gather round the cauldron, friends. We're at Cauldron Zero today. 0 people are watching. 0 people are partaking. We are unrecognizable by YouTube, right? We have broken YouTube here. All of the people who come to the Cauldron of Caledon. See, you've experienced deep spiritual moments in researching Christianity and also paganism. Yeah. It's the search, right? You are searching, right? Church needs protection, voting, and justice. No, church needs to go away. The church is a terrible reality in our world that enslaves people. It needs to disappear. As long as there's a church, there's no moving on, no evolution, no growth in society. I mean, people are leaving the church in record numbers in our modern time as we enter the age of Aquarius, as people leave that bondage. And nanobots, Richard. Yeah, you have nanobots in your body? What is it like, right? Now, these nanobots, they have already created them. They have used organic nanobots, they're genetically modified tadpoles to deliver medicine of someone's body. This has already been done. They're continuing to create these things that will integrate into your system, that will provide pleasure, pain, punishment, healing, whatever. Yeah, that is the future. Educating yourself, asking questions is healthy and normal. Yeah. How can you know truly unless you ask questions? Yeah, that's what the Buddha taught, right? To question. There's no arrival. You need to question. You need to challenge. I always challenge what I think about myself, about the world, because I know I could be certainly dead wrong. Touch my button. Yes, Deb. Touch it up here. Right there. You'll see it. Ooh. Oh, like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Hee hee. Once you touch that. Oh, man. Oh, my. Jean Pierre? Who's that? Kai Marie 420. Good to see you again. You're babysitting your son's dog this moment while he went to a motel with a water slide. Kids? Oh, that's fun. Those water slide motels? Oh, my. So you're babysitting the little doggy. Oh, that's wonderful. Your 10-foot penis disagrees. Well, how do you walk, Richard, with a 10-foot long penis? Do you throw it over your shoulder or something? What do? You tie it in knots? What's going on? You have a 10-foot penis. I mean, I could only imagine the difficulty of stumbling over it every morning, right? Or you fall asleep and you get tangled up in it like a noose. I mean, how do you deal with a 10-foot long penis, right? It's got to be uncomfortable. You ever see that? Some of you saw this. Don't be bashful. There's a video of a Mexican man who has one of the largest penises in the world. They did a YouTube documentary on it. And it's hilarious. He walks crooked, and it goes down his leg. I mean, he's deformed. He's that guy from Porky's Beef, I can only imagine the discomfort of having a penis that goes down to your ankles. But he enjoys it. I mean, they made a show, but it's funny because he walks crooked. Yeah, it's caused him to have disabilities and stuff, just to walk his wiener around. Now you're all going to go look for it on Google, aren't you? Mexican man, large penis. I could see you now putting in your search. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, please buy our bar a coffee. Thank you. I think you might have a short period of a golden age with the robots doing everything before. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, right? You're going to have everything's going to be wonderful. And in that wonder, we have to be careful that we don't keep going deeper into it where we are no longer in control. That is the temptation, right? That's what happened with in the book of Enoch. We just gave it all over to the watchers, right? And then we became enslaved to them. That's the mythology. I think that is a historical memory that was preserved of the ancient world. Um, we just keep repeating the same old shit. We need to we have overcome that. Let's see here. Daylight come and we want to go home. Oh no, Dale. Wish you could buy him a coffee. No money to the third. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty about it. I just, if you can, that's wonderful that you can. Liking and subscribing is wonderful. Helps my commercials. Uh, you want to get a robotic prosthetic penis? Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, look at you. It's about immortality. Yeah, I would imagine if you got a bionic wiener, I mean, you would people would be amazed, right? Look, 6'7" there. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't like when I you put that 6'7" up here, industrial jungle. Oh, our friend here. That is our Icelandic friend here. We call her Iceland. Yeah, she's a wonderful person. Been a member of our community a long time, and she's 20 years old. She's into that 6'7". For us older people, we have stayed 6'9". The 6'7" stuff is just it's like looking at a 3D printer. Like how they do that shit. Oh, it just blows my mind. I stick to the Kumasatra. I don't go beyond it. They got some new sexual books out there with all of these strange positions and stuff, like the reverse wheelbarrow. I mean, I can't do that shit. I'm not that. I don't understand these new sexual realities for these young people out there. I just can't keep up with it. You know, I'm just going to stay with the old school. Yeah, got my Kumasatra 69. There, see, look, 6'7" again. They're all about the 6'7". I just can't perform that kind of stuff. Just thinking with my arthritis. I mean, I would probably put a leg out of my socket. You know, maybe my third leg. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Something had tar on it, and you put more tar on it. You retard it. Oh man, what are you doing to your wiener? Putting tar on it? That's weird. What? You trying to stick it on a wall or something like fly paper? Man, my goodness. It just amazes me the behavior of certain people that come on here. How you're able to do that? Tarring your private part to the wall. That's strange. That is strange that someone would do something like that. I'm in your living room right now. Anyway, oh shit. Oh no. You want a Sand Davies Chrome Me Up Ripper document? What the hell is that? It's going to be like Stargate? You think so? I can only imagine. Yeah, that would be fun, right? Stargate, that was a great show. That was a great show. Let's see here. What is YouTube doing to my comments here? They just like, I'm going to take half your comments away. They just did that. They took all of my comments away. Yeah, because I get too far behind. I'm an hour behind in the comments. Let's see. Where am I at here? Let me try to find where I am. All hail the cauldron of Kiridwin. Yeah, we are here. Let's. Where am I at? Requiring prosthetic private parts as being an immortal. It's just life supporting the machine. Yeah. Yeah. That's the future. Prosthetic wieners. We are looking forward to that, right? The future of our private parts. Prosthetic wieners. DDA is here. Good to see you. And God bless you too. Hiroshi is here. You're under your bed trying not to giggle. What the hell are you doing under your bed? What is going on down there? You see all these young people. You got these strange sexual positions. We call this downstairs. He's under his bed. Oh, my goodness. Oxicide, good to see you. A big problem with peoples today is they pretend that there's a better place than Earth to internally justify the destruction they cause the rest of the planet. Exactly. That is a big problem today. That's caused by Christianity. This idea that the world is going to be destroyed gives them justification to do the shit they're doing to the environment, right? Do you think I'll ever get a dominant furry femboy to marry me? It's your dream? Look, well, keep working at it. Hang out at zoos, get some diversity. That's there's a lot of our good furry friends that come on and visit me because I'm a miniature giant space hamster trapped in a human body. I'm an animal kin or whatever they call it, right? That's just how I roll. I got my own hamster ball that I roll down the street for exercise. It always, the dogs in the neighborhood, they like follow along when I'm rolling in the ball. All the neighborhood dogs, they love it. I mean, out there rolling around in my giant ball. Sometimes because I do it naked, because I, try to be one with the beast side. That sometimes causes problems for me. Because when the police car shows up, trying to roll out at high speed velocity. Usually I escape down. There's a little river down here. Roll into the river. Rolling down the river. That was about hamster balls, not reefers. Oh, where are we at here? Oh, my. Where does all the energy come from? The bog. The cauldron of Caledon, my friends. The Awen is always flowing here. Every day. You never know what happens here. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, I always thought we could have bionic lungs and I live forever. I actually hope that doesn't happen. You are afraid to getting by. Yeah, you want to be General Grievous, right? He only had lungs and a heart and a brain. Yeah, we have to be, he was miserable, wasn't he? General Grievous in Star Wars. That's it, right? Oh, let's see. What is Bot? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Every morning I stand in front of the mirror, as you all know, and I'm butt naked, just looking in the mirror. Hi, beautiful. Tell me who are you? I want to know who you are. I rarely get answers that way. Bot is a wise man, fun, positive, and an entertainer. Yes. The high Bot of spiritual entertainment. You're part hobbit, you're 5'8", you got hairy feet and toes. Look at you. Maybe you're a werewolf too. You never know, right? Oh man, hope he's friendly, right? I try to be. Do you know the ring that ruled them all is a hobbit cock ring? Shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, I never would have thought of that. When we're talking about Lord of the Rings. Now, Hiroshi has just damaged my thinking forever. And every time I'm going to think of hobbit cock rings. Thank you, Hiroshi. You've ruined my experience of Lord of the Rings now. You've turned it into the darkness of Mordor is about, that big, the two towers were about wieners, right? Oh my, you're welcome. He is very friendly unless you act like an ass or try forcing others to believe don't mess with the bot. You cannot go after the bot in his own home. You will never forget it. I will make sure that you leave with your wiener between your legs, facing backwards, taped up. That's not a tail, even though you might want it to be. Then we'll poke phone at you in an instant way. People, your name is Peepo Longwiener. If you have to choose one, butt plug or plastic wiener, well, that's a difficult choice. It depends on if I'm at the airport. You heard about the guy at the airport? He tried to go through the line with the butt plug in his rear end. and they had to pull it out, the TSA agents. Yeah, not a good idea. This little the metal in it helps keep it from just closing in on itself. Don't go to the airport with a butt plug, or maybe a plastic wiener too. If you have one in your pocket, right? That would be kind of embarrassing. You're putting your wallet out and shit. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just a souvenir. Oh, he's awesome to talk with. Thank you. The greed would definitely shift to something worse. So you wonder how many immortal people are already in positions of power. Yeah, it's possible that there are people that are immortals out there, like vampires. Who knows? The Anunnaki or the Watchers, whatever. These people of power in the world. Certainly possible. Certainly possible. We talked about Jared Leto, and he looks like a vampire to me. Watched him in Tron Ares. He looks exactly how he did in My So-Called Life. I mean, this man is a vampire. Oh, my. Pierre, Jesus is going to bring us to heaven soon? Okay. According to the Christians. Excuse me. Am I ready? Yes, I've been ready. Sometimes you get trolls that are ignorant and racist. Yeah, we know how to handle those assholes. Hiroshi, you are bringing massive amounts of toilet paper with you to heaven. That's how you think it's like big toilet in the sky. Because you've done a lot of praying on the porcelain throne, right? You've gone there and give thanks and cried out for help. Yeah. You poke fun at the haters. Yes, I do. You believe in the adenocarcinoma and stuff, in stem cells that can reverse a lot of aging effects. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There are interesting treatments that people get sometimes, right? With these cells. Grand Rising Gladiator. Good to have you here, a good friend. Oh, man. Sean is here. God loves us all. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate that. It's 6 a.m., so you got to get to work. All right, take care. The demon. There's a demon over there. Good to have you here. Have a good day at work. You're going to assume you can bring massive amounts of toilet paper? Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Top of the morning. Bruce Bowling, our good friend. Nice to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time. Always nice to see you, Bruce. Oh, every day you're thankful for another morning, Melly. Yeah, that's a good attitude to have. Good attitude to have. You always are grateful when you wake up. That's good attitude to have. You think that some underground chambers beneath the pyramids, but they are not open to the public, mostly flooded, you believe? Yeah, possibly. Ultimalex is here. Readers? Oh, no. What kind of reading are you doing? Your grandma used to say that if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Now I'm old and I understand. Yeah, we are what's old people here. Who is this? Mola Bella. Good to see you. Mola Bella 2666. Oh my goodness. You have the mark of the beast on your name. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do now? You're peeing. Good for you. Our good friend Iceland. He is urinating, and she wanted to share that. The Icelandic people, they have strange traditions. One of them is when they greet you, they say, "Hello, I'm urinating. How are you?" "Oh, I'm taking a shit." Yeah, that is one of their traditions that they have over there in Iceland. And they have a necrophilia museum over there. Very popular, necrophilia in Iceland. That's where that's why it's a closed off island, right? That's why it's not been like popular in other places. The Canadians tried to get into it, didn't go past Oak Island. That's what it's all. Do you ever watch the show Oak Island? It's all about the history of necrophilia, buried deep underground. They try to keep it all covered up. Pounders are badgers, just skunks and a lot of steroids. Oh my goodness. Well, you see 40 thumbs up? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are so connected that only count as one. Yeah. 0 people here today. 0 people. I'm talking to myself, and I'm having a good time doing it. Don't let anyone tell you differently. If you enjoy talking to yourself, make the best of it. Kevin, it's nice to see you, our good friend, our mythicist Kevin. Good to have you here. Oh man, some of the things that they do in Iceland here, I cannot articulate here. There's a lot of possibly changed left out of the Bible. Yeah, well, the Bible is an agenda book. The idea of it being left out is because they put the paperwork together, so it's not really nothing's left out. It's only what they want in it. Isn't the Bible copyrighted? I don't know. Is it for some translations possibly? Real world content. What am I doing? I don't know. Just trying to live, basically. Gilgamesh. What about Gilgamesh? How's he doing? Good old Gilgamesh, right? One of my favorite movies when I watched with my children was a movie called Gilgamesh. It's about a giant dinosaur that eats metal, and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and fights bad guys. I don't know if some of you remember that one. That was back, 20 or 30 years ago. My children loved it. There's something hidden there, though, probably. Thank you, Bart, for the spiritual entertainment. And Keredwin, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, let's see here. Hello, real world. Oh, why not to see our large brother? He's putting his pickles in jars. Look at that. He is trying to maintain a state of health and well-being by putting pickles in jars. Very important if you enjoy doing that. Let's see here. Yeah, Jesus' signatures are nothing. Yeah, they make it all up. You have a lot of William Blake art. Symbols are the language of the soul. Yes. It's our creativity. That is our religion, right? I think about what I can do with my little bit. Well, what are you doing with your little bit? Make the most of it, right? Yeah, it's a perfect thing for entertainment. It's possibly your fault. You are the first one here. You say some wild shit sometimes, and it's followed by the FBI and CIA and Area 51. Yeah, they're always following me around. Let's see. David wrote the Bible. Yeah, maybe. It's written by a bunch of people, and it's edited by a bunch of people. The history of it's all there. If you want to search for the history, it's all there. You have to stop buying into the agendas of these organizations. Oh, it fell from the sky, just as perfect as it is. Don't think so. Oh my. Yeah, let's see. I always feel welcome here with the Bard and Keredwin. Yeah, you're all welcome here, my friends, every day for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And when I get to the bottom of the comments today, or 20 minutes, whatever happens first, I will call it a day. Whatever happens first. I know that I'm still behind a little bit. Oh, let's see. Noah wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's all true. It's all true. Yeah, they say Moses did. Yeah. You can't remember what one of them wrote a lot of the Bible, but there are about 50 authors. See, that's all. The idea, like, let's look at the book of Isaiah, for instance. It is not one book. It's like 4 different books in one. And each book is part of a community of editors that added in and took things out over generations and years, hundreds of years. And now we have a book of Isaiah. It is a community development project that has an agenda. There's like 10 books in there or something. Yeah. Yeah. No one knows who wrote it. Yeah. It is all a book of editing. And the final editing came with the Catholic Church. It's 4th century. Said, we're going to use these books to be our word of God. It was all invented. That was the New Testament. The New Testament for 400 years had been constantly edited. You had thousands of books that they had to choose from. They said, we like these. They say what we want to believe in. It was agenda oriented. And then the Old Testament in the 12th century became a canon. I mean, they were still making it. The Masoretic, the Hebrew scriptures, they're 10 centuries after Jesus. It was still being edited. They're trying to get all the stuff the Christians were using out of it. Oh, my. Bard cracks you up. I try to. You know, spiritual entertainment, only here, right? Was Paul even real? Yeah, who knows? Oh, where are we here? Let's be honest. Was Paul condemning homosexuality as a whole, or Nero marrying a little boy, dressing? I know that there's a lot of people who are of diversity in religion, right? And you want to reinterpret your books to make them diverse. The Bible is not a book that supports diversity. It has instructions in it to murder gay people. It never will be a book that supports diversity. That is its context. Now, how you interpret it, that context, that's your agenda. You say, I don't like this gay stuff in here, this anti-gay stuff in here. It's there. You cannot take it out. The Bible is not a good book. It gives instructions on how to murder gay people. It says gay people will be tormented for all eternity. That is its context. And I know that people are always trying to reinterpret it, say, no, that's about this or that. No, it doesn't like gay people. I mean, it's not a book of diversity. See, yeah. You grew up in the Catholic Church, even as a child. That was all bullshit. Yeah. Once you study religion, you'll learn that the Bible and Christianity is a compilation of 25 other ancient religions. Yeah, it's all connected. Yeah, all connected. And that's not bad. Yorktown Memorial, never heard of that. No. Has anyone ever tried bread and butter pickles? And I don't like them. I don't like the sugar pickles either. It's got to be dill for me, man. Dill all the way. Dedication to the bard. Let's see here. Oh man, they always want to be covered in Jesus's blood. Yeah, that's metaphorical. I mean, that's not that's. The good Christian people don't see it that way. Julianos, the mad god, has returned from the dimension of madness. You have returned back to us. Let's see what has wisdom he has today. You've been here for a while. You have become a porn star for a month now. You're trying to get sober from alcohol and weed and join Job Corp. It's good to hear your entertaining voice of wisdom again. Yeah. Stop using your penis in an inappropriate way. There's other uses for it where you don't have to be abused, right? So good for you. Job Corps. Yeah. Tuck the wiener away and work with your hands, not your private parts. Yes, Job Corps. Oh, giant dill pickles in a jar in your fridge. Ooh. For hopefully just for consuming. Yeah, let's see. So many converts to the Catholic Church. Awesome. Not really. I left the church. I am an apostate because I was a clergyman. Now I am against it. Oh man, where are we at here? Bread and butter bard is the one true savior. Yes, I am here to save your soul. Oh man, let's see. Nature's most advanced technology. Yeah. You like fried pickles? Oh my goodness, that I have never had that before. You learned this morning that Buddhism sees the earth as a living Buddha Sattva. That is beautiful. Yeah, this Buddhism is filled with all kinds of wonderful teachings, right? One thing I don't like about Buddhism is that you're not a real person. Love is just a means to an end. I don't like that in Buddhism. I believe in personhood. I believe that love is forever. It isn't a means to an end. It is what life is all about. So you can be critical and enjoy things at the same time. If you prefer non-sweet, then yeah, then that you're not your kind, yeah. Oh, let's see. In the southern states, they prefer sour dill pickles. They are pretty good. Oh my, where are we at here? Zen Buddhism is one spiritual path that makes most sense to you. You like it? You like your sour pickles? Why not in your bread and butter sandwiches? Oh my goodness, here. He had cancer of dicks. He didn't get surgery because he liked what? That's strange. That's strange. Lauren Harrington, our good friend, the weather lady. What is it like? Today's weather report is ready. But first, 1,337 historians and theologians have concluded that the 0.99% that a person, Jesus, never existed due to actual proof. Well, that's not accurate. The consensus in scholarship today is that he was a real person. Now, what they have written about it is mythology. But there's certainly, the consensus is, unless you're a mythicist here, the mythicists are new. They are a new movement in modern scholarship. But the traditional consensus is that he was real. Just what is written about him is not. 67467 joules. Oh my, I am so far behind in the comments right now. So far behind, but I will get to them. When I get to the bottom, I will be done for the day. When I get there. Brain rot worldwide, as the young people say. You're into 42. See, you young people, I just can't keep up with your sexual perversions. Let's see. We have let's see, where are we at? 69 is always your number. Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness, here. Where am I? Oh, I look at that. I'm making it to the bottom. We're still doing the 67. Got some wild sexual desires here. Let's see. Where am I at? I see Lewis is here. Our morning astrologer, Lewis, is here. Good to have you here. Lewis is also one of my players in my D&D game. And he just escaped from the shadow plane of Shah, right? He had a deity walking in your midst the whole time, didn't know it. Oh, where are we at here? You wish the conversation and text is recorded to the live stream would be out. It is. It takes 24 hours for YouTube to process. So if you're watching this, if you wait 24 hours, all of the text will be available. That's the problem. After my videos, it's not here. Why is he talking to? You have to wait 24 hours for YouTube to process the video. And then there's a button on the bottom that says, look at the text, or live text, or top text, or whatever, and it will show it to you. So it is all there. You just have to wait 24 hours. I know it sucks. Oh, man. Let's see. 55 for Deb. Ooh. Where are we at? You got some butt plugs for everyone? Or don't go to the airport with them on. Take them off. You don't want it, the TSA agent, unless you like that. Let's see. Where are we at here? Smoking herbs, John? Good. Can I do a twirl for you? Yeah, for $20. I'll make you holler. Make you twirl all over. Yeah. I don't do that stuff for free. You were rolling so fast you saw smoke on the water. Yeah, that was me and my hamster ball. Yeah. I do look good in the mirror. Yeah, I certainly do. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the greatest bard of them all? Let's see here. Yeah, Teleus and each a hut out. Oh man, I'm at the part where we're talking about the one ring to rule them all. You enjoyed it more than the TS agent? Oh man. Oh my goodness here. Let's see where you have to be at work early today. Have a wonderful day. Take care, our good friend. Thank you for stopping in for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And if you are here joining us, touch that thumb right there. The one person that is here. You see the one person that is here? Touch the thumb. We have one person here that I've been talking to. Now we have zero. We have 0 people here. Give it a good touch. Yeah. You got Bard, go take your kids to see the Project Hail Mary. Yeah, it was really good. Oh, we've had enough of the Hail Marys here. Used to pray the rosary every day. And then I learned that it's an indoctrination tool made to make you feel guilty and afraid. It's sad that they use the goddess image to enslave people. Yeah, it says one person is here. Yeah, it's broken today. It is broken today. Yeah, it's just you and me, Lewis. We're all that's left. We're all that's left here for the spiritual entertainment in the morning. Like, subscribe. I do this every day. Comedy and spirituality together, making love. Yeah, unity. Sometimes more than the other. One gets off before the other does. You know that happens. So sometimes it's more spiritual or more comedy. Yeah, one or the other. One or the other. You never know what'll happen. You never know what'll happen. Well, let's see here. And become a community member. Join button. You see the join button? That you can buy me a cup of coffee. I do this for a living. You people pay me to be here. And I will be here for 25 years. As long as you're buying that damn coffee, small, medium, or large. And you get all kinds of cool emojis next to your name. Right? See, yeah. We are number 1. Oh, unity of mind. Welcome to the hive. We are all one today. That's right. You are spewing lies. Greg says I am spewing lies. Well, where are the lies, sir? You are the one lying, not me. You have no evidence at all that my entertainment is lying to people. Prove that I'm lying. That's one of the things that these people do. One of the commandments is you shall not bear false witness. Greg doesn't give a shit about that, does he? Because he has no evidence at all that I'm lying. I'm an entertainer. Greg here is the liar. You're a terrible representative. I know you're afraid, Greg, that people will listen to me and leave your bullshit religion behind. And it happens all the time here. And he is afraid. He is afraid. So he says that I am lying. Like people are listening to you. Oh, Greg is right. Oh, no, I'm going to shit my pants. I've been listening the whole time. I didn't know he was a liar. Yeah, every time when people say that I'm lying, it reminds me of, what was the Rollins, Henry Rollins. He had a song. He was in Black Flag punk band. He had a song in the 90s called Liar. I mean, that was a really good. He came out with a clergy shirt on with a red face. I am a liar, and I enjoy it. Damn it. Did you know the number 666 was once considered a sacred number? Yeah, and it's also one of the most mistranslated things in the Bible. It's actually 616. The 666 is a mistranslation. But now it's fun for people. Am I a Hasidic Jew? Yes, I am. I got a special outfit for my circumcised wiener. Yeah. Calm down, Greg. Oh, my. Where are we at here? This is Jewish propaganda. Yes, it is. Yes, I'm trying to get the whole world circumcised like me. That's exactly what I'm doing. This is Jewish propaganda. That's what it is. Yeah. You know, we haven't seen from our Jewish rabbi friend that comes on, Rabbi Abraham. Some of you remember. He hasn't been on in like a month. he stops in from time to time. He's an Orthodox rabbi who has a sense of humor. He likes being here. Oh my. Or are we at Dark Crystal? Ooh, what a good movie. Where is this guy reading from? The Cauldron of Celadwin. That is what I'm reading from. Yeah. Oh my. Let's see. We're all promised 1,000. Yeah. Yeah. Where are we at? Sometimes you like to watch robot battles. Oh, you remember that show they had about the robot fighting? It was like on the History Channel or something. They'd have these robot wars. The robots would come out and fight each other. These are all like handmade stuff by people. That was a fun show. You just recalled years ago getting insulted when I was in the Catholic Church, being called a fat kid. Realized at the same time maybe it was the cannibalistic symbolism behind consuming too much of the body. Yeah, there's always assholes in every church, right? Yeah, they're always looking at you. They should be looking at themselves, right? Yeah. 72 virgins sounds like a huge headache. Yeah, the idea of getting 72 virgins when you die from Islam, the Mormons have a much better offer. I mean, I think you should become Mormon. You get your whole damn planet full of ladies. 72, that ain't shit. When you're a Mormon, you get a whole freaking planet of all the women that you want to populate it with. You can't beat that deal. You cannot beat it. Where are we at here? Raven is here. Good to see you, our good friend Raven. The Bible was plagiarized from other cultures and not an original story here. No, it wasn't plagiarized. With mythology, there's a continuation, a sharing. The idea of plagiarization is ridiculous. We are here. Oh, yeah, he said Boff instead of Bob. Yeah, right, here we go. Scrolling through, Yeah, when I get to the bottom today, that will be the end of the show. I'm going to read all the damn comments, and then I will depart from you. John Pierre. Oh, my. Krishna's here. Good to see you. Huge Hugo Vasquez. You are a servant of the Krishna. Good to have you here. Let's see here. That's Lewis's neighbor. It's a video character's name. Let's see. Your tooth is still bothering him. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the idea of covering yourself in blood, the idea of you being an appeasement offering to not get the God pissed off at you, is it based on a complete mistranslation, misunderstanding of the Old Testament, the idea of the blood of the Lamb. The blood of the Lamb is a curse. It is not something to cover the door. It is an invocation to allow the angel of death to finish the job. They started it. They are consuming Kahanum, the deity of creation and life in the old Egyptian pantheon. That was what the Jews were doing. They were killing the god. And the God's domain was all of the children, all of the firstborn. And that's what they were doing. It wasn't, there's Jews in there. Let me pass over the house. These Christians have really butchered that understanding of the blood of the Lamb. It's not real. It's not based on the real mythology, right? Where am I at here in the chat? All of these wonderful people here. Paul Dixon is here. Good to see you, our good friend Paul. Nice to hear. You're a Hellenistic pagan, so you're biased. But I love Greek's idea of eros and love, the building of the universe. Yeah, I'd say you're more of a philosophical pagan than an actual Hellenist. Jesus is stoned. Yeah, Lewis here is a stoned again Christian. Julie of Fiontes, say happy birthday to your uncle. Bend over. Yeah, his brother's named Wayne Kerr. Yeah, good to have you here. Uh, have you heard of the Archons? Of course. Yeah, I think they're running the world. You're definitely on the mystic side. There's many similarities, Jesus and other gods. Yeah. Oh my, where am I at here? Scrolling through. Where are we at here? Trying to catch up to your comments. All of these wonderful people here. 6, 7. That's scrolling through here. You close your eyes, don't wake you up. Okay, Richie Rich, I won't. Louis, you went poo-poo in your pants? Oh no. You were scared when you were talking to new characters? Oh, you're talking about in our game. In your game. Kevin, you go to Butt Plug Palooza. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see, Mothman is here. I like the video for you. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Look at all the 6, 7s in here. The TSA is on strike now for groping. Well, stop wearing your butt plugs through the machine that checks everything. They say take everything out of your pockets and your ass now. When you go up, you hear that? They say take all this stuff out of your pockets. Now it's take everything out of your pockets and ass. Oh, this man is a Satanist and extremely dangerous. Yes, I serve the devil. I'm extremely dangerous. Watch out. Watch out. These people are funny, right? I'm just an entertainer. That's all that I am. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. You're blasting the screen for me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Why is he denying your existence? Well, you're no fun. That's why. Dr. Poe is here. Good to see you, Doctor. Oh, reminds me of the Thompson Twins song. Doctor, Doctor. You remember that song? The rapture just came and you were left behind. Oh, shit. Old Man River is here. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Oh, my. You are spewing lies. Yes, I am. I'm leading people into the darkness. The slander the Iceland saying they are necrophiliacs. You have a representative of the Icelandic. She works at the Necrophilia Museum. And she has shown us the pictures of the necro pants. It's got a little wiener on it and everything. There's no lies here. You are anti-Abrahamic. You have foreskin. Yeah, good for you. Keep that wiener all like a banana, I say. Oh. He pissed off Canadians today. Oh, no. You more like Henry Rollins than Phil Collins? Yeah, they're both. Phil Collins, I think, is a greater. Henry is not as well known. You'd have to know about punk rock, but Phil Collins, he's a wonderful. Yeah, I mean, he has been involved in so much. You know, he's a really. His daughter's a good actor too. Greg is a terrible name. Treacherous Greg. Oh man. Hamalo Chad. Good to have you here. I need my head covering, yeah. You watched Dark Crystal this weekend, yeah. I never got to watch the series, but I loved that movie when I was younger. CM Sheik is here. Good to see you. So glad to have the bard as part of our mornings. Good morning to all. Glad to have you here. Robot Jocks, that's what it was called. That's what Battle Bots, yeah. That's 1,000 Ways to Die. That was an old horror film from the 80s and 90s. The Face of Death or something like that. I forgot what it was. I remember watching one of those shows when I was younger. I think it was like 18 or 19. They played it at midnight at the movie theater. 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that. All the people die in it in various gruesome ways. I forgot the exact name of the show. Tex, if you were overweight as a child, it isn't good. Gluttony is what comes to mind. And what comes to mind is being a dick also. Yeah. If you are making fun of obese people all the time as a young person, that tells me that you're a dick. Yeah. People come on here and call me names all the time. Like, I love myself. You're not hurting me. You're just making yourself look like a dick. Yeah. They're like, why do you have 3 chins? I'm like, well, you should see what's in my pants. I mean, I'm E.T., extra testicle. You think my chin is something? Look down here. You'll see it all for yourself. Fundies knock on your door with robots. Oh, shit. Riders on the storm. Good to see you. Oh, my. Where are we at here? According to Paul in the New Testament, women are supposed to cover their heads because you get the angels are getting hard-ons when they see the ladies. So they have to cover their heads, right? That's what it means. He says, because of the angels, you're making the angels get hard-ons, and they're going to come down here and breed with your women. That's what it means. In the ancient world, they didn't know science very well. What a surprise, right? They thought that your fertility is in your hair. For ladies, the longer the hair, the more children you can make with that lady. So they had to wear head coverings because that was like their breasts hanging out, their hair. So they wore the head coverings because they didn't want to give the angels hard-ons. And that's what it means in the Bible, right? They are making the angels aroused. And now I remember when I was a clergyman, you have the people come out with the head coverings. I'm holy and special. I got a head covering. No, you're keeping the angels from getting bonus during the service. That's what you're doing. Thank you for doing that. Nothing like getting hit in the back by your angel. You're working at the altar. Oh shit! Like that woman didn't have a head covering on. I'm sorry. I was all aroused. Yeah, that's what it means. I'm being humorous about it, but that's what it really means. Let's see. What if the organic grass-fed farm raised blood or bought? Well, that would be fun. Let's see. Yeah, where are we? Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom here. Making my way. Tree of Life Decay. Oh, good to have you here. Let's see here. Almost at the end. Almost there. Trying to get better. You found a History Channel show that was searching for Jesus's foreskin. Yeah. If he is a deity, that foreskin is still around somewhere, right? Someone has it. They made a necklace out of it. Yeah, they probably wanted to eat it. Yeah, probably, right? Let's see here. It was clean. All right. Let's see. Okay. It could still be around for a little while here. You wonder if Jesus had a foreskin. Probably not. Laughing while you all give your children over to your loved ones. Thank you. Oh, man, where are we at? We got pickles in the chat. Pickles everywhere. Pickles here. Pickles there. Pickles everywhere. The monad is supreme, infallible. The source of existence. Oh, maybe for you. Who am I to turn down an angel? Yeah. Don't wear your head covering. Get them all excited. Yeah. Oh, man. I knew an ex-Pentecostal girl named Angel. She's a stripper now. How appropriate. She never wore a head covering. That's why. She was getting all the angels there where they are getting all excited, right? You've been blasting angels' backsides for centuries. Funny to think that white stuff that landed on your shoulder isn't bird dropping after all. That in the outdoor church service that you're having, it's because the people didn't have their head coverings on. Now, what about the gay angels? That means the men. You need to wear head coverings too, right? Oh, man. Right, the rest of everyone here, yeah. Anyone seen the movie Ghost? Yeah, with Patrick Swayze. Yeah, ghost sex. That's what it was about. Whoopi Goldberg made a wonderful substitute. Let's see. All right. I've got to the end, my friends, of your spiritual entertainment for today. I will be here again, hopefully tomorrow, around the same time. We had a great time today. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Think about becoming a community member. Many of you are not. There's a join button over there. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can join our community on Discord. You could support what I do. Think about it. All of the pleasure of the bard for the next 25 years. You can be responsible for making that happen. Imagine waking up with me every day for the next 25 years. That will happen if you buy me a cup of coffee. For the price of a cup of coffee, you could support the bard. Just one cup of coffee a month. You can help out what I do. Remember those commercials about the children starving? For the price of a cup of coffee, you can help the children. Yeah, sure you can. All right. Have a great